Welcome back to another edition of Kicking It with the Brothers podcast, your soccer podcast, Multiplicity Media Network YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that like button, click on subscribe. We are very close to 500 subscribers. Got a lot of things that are going on, but specifically with Kicking It with the Brothers, excited today. We have made it. It is official. It is officially Clasico week. But more importantly, introductions to our boy Charles. What's up, baby? Yeah, yeah. No words. I
Good
hear
day.
it.
No worries. We good. Chilling.
Actions
Staying
spoke louder
focused.
than
We
words.
fo- we focus. We locked in. We want
There
more.
it is. And our boy, Mr. Reed,
It's,
sir, Mr.
it's
Red
nothing
Devil
much.
himself with the blue shirt on.
It's nothing I can say. My team's team. We in the bottom of the barrels.
Manchester is blue.
Like that shirt.
I can't fight that bad because the red side just looks like they belong with Ipswich.
uh, Before we get into just very quickly while we have you, B, are you surprised that you still have a coach? His
No,
name's it. You good with it or no?
take what are they technically supposed to do? You fire him, and then you're gonna hire a guy come in with a bunch of guys that he probably don't believe in. You're kind of just stuck right now. And
Until the
like
end of the year.
he's not going to last the season. That's at this point we can guarantee that he's not lasting the season because the guys that's on the pitch are just going to give up and they're going to stop trying or they're not going to be good enough because he'll have to have Casemiro in the midfield or he has to have a guy that did no training with him, man, with Gate, or you got to run a group of attackers who can't score. Just like you got Marcus Rashford, he gonna drag him out wide to try to cut in. Can't cut in, so he gonna go back outside. Delivers a car across. He might deliver a good cross, but ain't no one to cross it to because either Hoyland hurt or Xerxes can't score it. Xerxes is the most tense striker you ever see. He just wants to play one and twos and little dinks and dunks, be elegant footballer. That's what some people call him. I don't know what's elegant about not scoring goals, but hey, yeah, hey, that's a short summary of what's happening from my vantage point.
Mm, mm.
We was up 10 before I joined this call, and now we tied with Charlotte Hornets. I blame you, ML.
Okay. That's
Blame Drea. Blame
congratulations.
Drea. Don't blame ML. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna cap. He been a good player since Drea. I ain't gonna cap that. That's the funny stuff. So,
Boy, getting some home 3 square
and now
meals.
we're losing to Miles Bridges. God damn. It's
What score do you have?
80. I'm watching the game live. It's 85-83.
Mm, I'm sorry.
Top streams. Shout out them. Better than League Pass.
Okay, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Niggas
Well,
losing.
as you talking about the Houston Rockets, let's get into the Spanish Giants. And we'll go in our most recent fixture. Barcelona host Bayern Munich, two of the top five biggest clubs in the world. We saw Barcelona handle their business to the umph degree. Four for Barcelona, one for Bayern Munich. We saw a lot of folks end up getting in the match. Very that was nice to be able to see. You were able to use all five subs, especially looking forward to the weekend. We'll go into more specifics. We have one goal from Harry Kane, as he provided an equalizer, but and we also had Lewandowski who broke the tie and gave Barca the lead for good. But there is only one place to start, and that is, in my opinion, with the in-house leader for La Liga player of the year. and at the moment is looking like one of the best Champions League players right now in Rafinha with a goal in the first minute going around Newer, and then go obviously scoring again in the 45th minute, and then he capped off his hat trick at the 56th minute, man of the match as well. Man of the match trophy, got his ball. Lots of talk on him yesterday. He addressed some things. But Charles, let's get into it, brother. Congratulations. I think it was one of the best Champions League performances we've seen since we've actually started the pod. Truly.
I mean, this is what we're first off, let's clarify some things. This is the best Rafinha's been. My ass. Um, and this isn't a new thing. He's been one of the best performers this Champions League. He was one of the best performers last Champions League. If you don't recall, before you squint your eyes, put your little drink down. Are you trying to be cool? Um, if you remember in the quarterfinals, in the first leg, Rafinha had a brace at the Parc des Princes. Scored the first goal in the second leg before Big Ron got the red card. What are you even talking about? I've been telling you for 8 months he's the best Brazilian in the world. Um, it's to me it's not even up for debate. The fact that when they actually put the Brazilian jerseys on, he's by far the leader of the team. He actually goes on duty every time and actually gives a fuck. Um, to me, it's not even close. He's the best Brazilian. He wants it more than Vinny does. Vinny's out for self. I think Rafinha's just generally a team player. But I mean, who plays harder than him? I don't see anybody in Europe that plays harder than him. So like so much of that I appreciate about his game is just the fact that like I mean shit, he scores a goal in the first minute because he's running. He scores a goal in the second half because he's running. Like just fucking running all day. So I was searching through some of our old tweets and we were just talking about how like I did see a text that I sent that I said like 2 years ago, Rafinha is just out there getting cardio. Um, he was getting. I mean, glad to see the cardio's paid off because the man has a third lung. Like I said, outside of Gabby, I don't like really know a person in Europe that plays harder than those two. So just good, glad to see people that work hard, got that shit paying off and everybody follows his lead.
You said you don't. I mean, when I say that this is the best, I mean clearly it's the best start of a campaign for him, though. You agree with that, right?
Sure.
That's where I'm going at in terms of where he is put together, not only maybe in terms of his work rate, but um, combined in the last, if I'm not mistaken, the last two campaigns, he didn't ever exceeded 10 goals, and then he's already. I'm talking about in
He's
terms of
he's
for La Liga.
Griezmann.
Yeah.
He's Griezmann. Incredible work rate. Doesn't really have a position. Just kind of all over the place, making shit happen.
Hmm. I hear it. Okay. What did you think about Bayern when you saw them? And where I'm assuming that you got to be able to see them in terms of probably the best
Um,
quality opponent. Just were you
I
surprised by
mean,
them going high line versus high line?
no, I mean they play how they play, and we all know Vincent who Vincent Company's OG is. So we kind of knew what that was going to be. I mean, I knew they had Umgano at the back, so I mean, I knew that was going to be good for everybody. Um, but I mean, I think we played our high line just because, like, I think you can play like I'm listening to, obviously we can't play the high line with Vinny and Mbappe on Sunday, or Saturday. But I mean, it's Harry Kane, dude. I think you can play a high line with Harry Kane. He's not going to beat you for pace. So I think that was like a lot of our game plan with that. Um, and then like if you don't have, you have to like I'm so much of like what I'm seeing, and as I'm we continue to learn about the game and stuff. If you just have like overall like just dogs and like overall teams that are just willing to run and run and run and run, you can kind of I wouldn't say overwhelm teams, but like Thomas Mueller and those guys can't keep up with that pace for 50 and 60 minutes. And then you're subbing off for me, and then you're bringing on Frankie. Like these people cannot like they're not built to keep up with stuff like that. So really, really enjoying that. Really, really liking what I'm seeing with that.
For me, started one of the things I just wanted you to give a quick summary with him. Obviously, not for those who don't get to watch Barcelona week in week out, but now he's healthy and he was able to start in the midfield. I thought it was what actually worried me even more as a Madrid fan is I was looks like your midfield is rounding into form pretty well, and you just have a lot of depth and you can go a couple different ways. But
Best midfield
um,
in the world.
what are your thoughts on for me?
I mean, once again, we started what three 21-year-olds in midfield today. 20-year-old in Gavi,
Casado for me and Pedri.
Pedri, 21. Gavi's 20. Frankie's only like 26, so we're good there. Bernal will be back next year. He'll only be 18. But I mean, for me, I mean, what was he? I mean, he's the best player at the Olympics. No surprise there. I mean, so like, I don't feel like he's really. I mean, the man had double-digit goals last year from the midfield, and then he went out there, sat like was in training every day for the Euros. So like, you got to while he
Yeah.
did like shit. To be honest with you, he probably got the most rest because he didn't play. He just trained. He didn't actually have to play like do any like real like heavy lifting. And then he went to the Olympics, was the best player at the Olympics, got the gold, and I'm sure that's like super like brought his confidence. And now he's playing, especially too. He's playing in his Olympic position, which is the 10. So you let him play at the 10, he's gonna be fine. He's a dog.
We'll get into who you think you're going to start at the weekend, but man, I would say that it's also a wonderful thing. You got every one of your young players right now making sure the manager knows that they exist. But not only do they exist, they need to be in consideration for all spots. And overall, how would you have graded your defense today in terms of hold up?
Uh, Not bad. Like I
Mm.
mean, we definitely have a back line that you can get at, but I think that's kind of the nature of the beast of what we're trying to do is more of a we're gonna get you before you get us kind of approach.
Sure, I hear it.
And if you and like you're not like what I'm saying, like I think I said this, like Madrid's gonna catch us a couple times in the offsides, but I think we're gonna be able to like pressure them and get like they might score 3 goals. I think we might score 5. Like what I'm saying, type thing. I think
Yeah.
it's so yeah, they play fine. And at the end of the day, like literally those are the backups. When Big Ron and Christensen are healthy, like neither one of them will play. So not really worried
We'll
about it.
cross
And
that
I
bridge when it's time to cross it. It's just like, man, there is some good chemistry you have going on, like the in the back. I think the
all
young
that good
boys.
chemistry is good. And like I said, sometimes it just comes down to I need somebody that's fast.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
There you go. And out working folks. Braylon.
Hey, I just want to add on. This is opinion. I've seen a back line of Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire for 2 seasons. You need someone with pace. It's simple as that. I don't. No matter how chemistry, no matter how experienced guys may be, none of that. They don't matter. If you got slow-footed center backs, you're going to get killed with pace. So, just saying,
yeah,
Charles is preaching for once. I'm just
Barcy's
saying.
not fast, and like he's
I
still
mean,
learning. He's still learning, so you can like he gives up some shit just out of like youth. You can get him like he'll give up a goal. So I would like I said I'll feel better when Big Ron's back there.
He's tough though, bro.
He a
You know,
dog.
Kubarsi,
I just
nice.
if he was fast, it'd be a wrap.
I hear it. I hear it. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but Techie though, he nice, man. It's a lot to like about Kubarsi. There's more to like than
I
not to like.
love no, I want him next to Big Ron, and I'll be
I
happy.
hear it.
But like
Mm.
Christensen, there's a I appreciate Gabarsi, I love him. There's a grown madness to some of these games. I just like there's a certain level of I appreciate what you're doing, but like I like Christensen just out there not getting bullied and not just whatever. But
So ideally, you'd like Balde.
Balde Gabarsi, I don't
You
want
want Kubarsi on the left or the
Gabarsi on the
left center
left.
back,
Yes.
Big Ron on the right, and then next
Yep.
Ron and Kunde because you like their little tandem, right?
No, just
Mm.
Ron's not left-footed.
Yeah, sure.
Or I can take Ron and Martinez because Martinez is left-footed.
Damn,
I
you're
really
willing to say Kubarsi. Okay.
I don't care. I don't think it matters who's back there. I mean, I
Mm.
think if Ron's back there with everything that we have going forward, who cares?
Okay. That's what's
If
up.
they can go forward with the acknowledgement of where we have Ron back there, he's going to hawk down everything. Just think about the way Liverpool attacks when they're like, "Well, Virgil's back there, it's fine."
Oh yeah, yeah, I hear it. That's good. That's a good shout. I hear it. That's what's up. Anyways, a very impressive way to handle business. Not even just handle business, but were you able to get rid of some demons? We've seen the 8-2. We've seen uh, some of the other bigger scores that have happened, and Barcelona definitely handled their business. A quick transition to Tuesday night. Um, Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabéu. Five. Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund, excuse me, two, and it was 2-0 at halftime.
Awful coaching.
And I have no idea what Don Carlos said, or is it a matter of that they wake up, or is it just like we do this all to be said? It took a lot of brilliance from individual players. Not only did we see once again, we saw on Tuesday night set the tone.
Van
He said,
Dyke.
"Let me. Here's my hat trick." Rafinha said, "Hold my beer." The next day, 5-2. Jude with another assist. He leads the Champions League in assists since he has joined Madrid, doing their thing. However, not to the loss, unfortunately. No Thibaut Courtois after this match, and Rodrigo. They will not make it to the El Clasico. So even though Madrid won, which they needed a bounce back win after their performance against Lille, the last time we were out in the Champions League. However, it has come with a loss. So did they really win? We are not sure. Maybe, maybe not. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Obviously, when you lose one of the best goalies in the world, that hurts. But overall, it is really, really good to see that Vinny Jr. in the Champions League has consistently been the best player the last 2 years, and it's his campaign. There's no doubt about it. But we will see. Got to be able to do it back to back years because that's what is expected at Madrid. Was not thrilled, and this is just what's going to happen. We don't have Danny Carvajal on the right. We could be, or obviously, if you go up the left, which
The
worries
year is
me.
2024. You're still relying
Yeah,
on no. I ain't
I'm
gonna
letting him talk. I'm
that
letting him talk because he's just fucking going off about nothing. Like I watched the game too, and nothing. Like
I'm going
stop
off
it.
about nothing.
You're talking about.
Go
You said
ahead,
the
y'all
game
got
was
it.
that. You said the
Go
game was
ahead.
that. No. You. So you just in the context of that game. You said you don't know what Don Carlos said at halftime. The difference in that game was when Dortmund took off their the player that was giving you guys the most trouble and put on a third center back. Well, we're not going to mention that, I guess. But
The
let's carry
team's
on though. That
performance
was that the team's performance literally was night and day.
because of because of another
All
team's player.
22 players. Yes, when Dortmund changed their strategy and decided to sit back and brought on a third defender, and they sat back and invited all of that pressure on, I would say the game changed. Would you not agree? Because it was 2-0 until that point.
One of the factors. One of the factors. It could have been
he
2-2
might.
though. We missed a lot of chances
No,
in the
no,
box
no, no,
yesterday.
no, no, no. ML, I ain't gonna cap. We're not
Go
finna
ahead.
act oblivious. We're not finna act oblivious. You take off the most dangerous player, you put on a third center back, making you a defensive team. You
Did you
try.
watch the match yesterday?
I'm not going. I may not have watched,
Did
but
you
I'm
watch
like,
it? I talked to you earlier
I'm
before this.
using context. I'm using context
I
for
Sure.
watched
So
it.
that's
the.
one of the factors, but they
Hold on,
scored
ML.
5 goals.
I'm not taking away the goals. I'm just saying that
Okay.
that was horrible coaching by Dortmund. I thought that was a terrible
Yes,
decision, and that
I
changed
But
the
I
entire.
Dortmund did, but this is
I
what we
might
do to
not have
Dortmund.
watched,
This
but
is
I
what
can
we
tell
do to
that's
Bayern.
horrible
This is what we
coaching.
do to Wolfsburg
No, no,
Let's
in
no,
accept
Germany.
Mbappe,
no.
Vinny, Rodri, let's accept Jude, and all of them attacking us relentlessly because we're outnumbered in terms of attacking and midfield numbers because now we have three center backs.
So
Like, duh,
I was
you
talking
gonna give
about
up goals,
Madrid's.
duh.
Anyways,
You're
I'm
gonna
talking
give
about
up
Madrid's.
goals.
All right. Next time I want to see your team score 5 goals, bro. Any of y'all. You will see. Maybe it'll be
Why?
Saturday.
My team
Y'all got
scored
it.
5 goals last week. What are you talking
Y'all
about?
got it. Y'all are once again. I was talking about our team's performance, and we'll get into this. It don't matter what the other teams do if we bring our A game. That's what it comes down to. Period.
Fair enough,
Don't
but
matter.
to sit there and say that doesn't matter when you're 2-0 down
I
and
never
that
said it
plays
didn't
into it.
matter. Never
Okay,
said it
okay.
didn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't matter if we bring our A game.
Well, sure, you should beat Dortmund every day, but y'all was bullshit.
But we did by 3 goals, the same amount that you beat Bayern by.
And okay, never mind. See, there you go with the spin.
No spin. Just call it what it is.
What do I call it?
Is that spin or is that deflection? I don't know what that is.
No
That's one.
deflection. I just gave you a fact.
What, that you won 5-2? Yes, the score is not
Y'all won
indicative
four to
of the
one.
game. Yeah, but the score is not indicative of the game. There's a big difference. My 4-1 was different than yours, but it's cool.
Okay.
At no point was my team down 2 goals. So like the context of the game is completely different. I scored in the first minute. That's a little different.
100%.
I'm just saying.
And gave up. You're exactly right. My point being is that there's the end result. We're talking about the quality of play. At the end of the day, Madrid, all they do is not lose when it comes to La Liga. And in the
Fair.
Champions League, they show champions fortitude. And that's just what they do.
Okay.
Any arguments to that, Braylon? No, you on mute. Actually, stay muted. Stay muted. Because you know
I
what?
will continue to talk.
You had a record broken today. I didn't want to call you out, but now that you've been talking shit and I know you ain't been watching the games, I am going to call you out. You know what's going out of the record, Brooks? Your squad. Your squad. You know what Pep did today? 26 straight unbeaten. 26 straight unbeaten. Man City, you let that team with no heritage, come out and take out what was supposed to be the biggest club in Europe. Y'all don't do anything anymore. Y'all heritage is about gone. It's almost been 30 years. It's almost been 30
That's
years
insane
against the Ollie.
deflection.
Nah, it's about to
That's
be
a
30 years since the
deflection.
Ollie Gunnar
That's a
Solskjaer shit.
deflection. That
No, he
is
cooked. Yeah, he
Nah,
did.
let's call it what
He
it
did.
is.
that is.
Two things are true. That is a deflection, and he cooking right now. So continue.
I mean, it's a deflection.
It's
It's
been
blocked
30
by James.
years.
It's a
It's
deflection.
been 30 years. Your heritage is gone. Y'all have let that go.
I
I
mean,
can't remember the last thing that y'all did well in the Champions League. Your best finish? Your best finish in Premier League? Guess what it is? Since you've been out of elementary school, Jose Mourinho brought that for you. Second place in the Europa League title. Guess who you play tomorrow? Trevor
Why he
Natchez.
getting at you
Brother,
like this,
this is what we're
B?
seeing.
Why he at you like this, B?
Hey,
Hey, I
he
know you
got
ain't been
mad.
watching the squads.
He got mad because he tried to break
I'm
down.
telling you,
Okay,
Madrid. I'm trying to tell you, no.
You
You
tried
just
to
brought
make
up some
something
things. This
seem
is
way much more
heritage.
difficult and so much
No.
more
Brother,
deep
we are
than
talking
them
about
simply
heritage.
taking off their center back, and he got mad at us.
We are talking about heritage. There are
For
teams
the
with
record,
heritage that perform.
okay.
Your team has no heritage anymore. What was you
I
doing in
just want to know.
2015?
This started
Braylon?
with Charles saying, "Hey, they put on
Can
a
I just
third
say?
back."
Can I just say? Barcelona scored 5 goals against Sevilla.
I hear it. I watched them. Say less. Say less. I think y'all may score 5 this weekend.
I'm 9-2 this week. I'm 9-2 the last 7 days. Like
say less. I hear it.
You worry about my defense.
I hear it.
Hey,
you want to talk about your team? You want to talk about your team?
Charles,
Well, we are 7. What we got this weekend? I think we 7-2 this week.
His week has been halfway good because the other side of that picture he got lost to.
We ain't gonna talk to them.
So
oh
we ain't
my
gonna talk about that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
You gonna
Are you
deflect?
kidding me right now?
Hey man,
I'll deflect back. How about that?
You coming back to that because this is a focus on El Clasico, but
we're
you
not
want
to talk about terrorist football right now.
Oh, it's did you hear what my man said?
Let's talk about teams that score goals. So we're gonna fly.
Troops, you know what? Ever since I started cooking, notice the Rockets are winning. So you gonna blame that on me too, or you gonna call Dre?
I'm not gonna cap. They
the Stallion that Gilbert Arenas be talking about. The Stallion.
Thankfully, Fred VanVleet. Thankfully, we have Fred VanVleet.
Oh God, Charles.
This
man, just stop. Let me relax. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. We could talk about terrorist football. That'll be for next week because there will be cooking.
Wait, no. Wait a minute. I ain't gonna cap. That is funny. All right, you know what? I could
the terrorist football is exactly right. All right, so Charles, give us a quick rundown. Let's move on. It's time for the El Clasico deep dive. so you can educate people like Braylon who love the sport but ain't been able to follow. Without a doubt, without a doubt, the best informed team in Europe. No question.
Sure, yeah.
What do you think has gone right for Barca this year? Top three things.
Spain won the Euros. So that's one. So these guys like Lamine, Pedri, everybody. Number two would be Spain won the gold in the Olympics. So Fermin got some that. And what's gone right is, I mean, hell, we're getting healthy at the right time. Those are like three main things. Like I'm not saying that Javi could have done this, but Flick's got a good healthy squad right now and taking advantage of it. But I say the major thing is like everybody's got confidence from the Euros. I feel like that is like the same way like we talk about like the Olympics leading to the NBA season. Euros has kind of transitioned a lot of our guys right into the season real well. And a couple because as Rafinha's got more prominent with Brazil, he's gotten more prominent with Barca.
And what's going wrong for Barca this year?
Big Ron, Bernal towards it. Like we had Bernal this week. Like we might have won 6-0. We might have won, like we might have won 6-0, and our fucking defense would be even better because Bernal was actually out here getting his Busquets on. So I would say him being hurt for the season. Ter Stegen obviously getting hurt for the fucking season sucks. So those like are two season-ending injuries, and I would say, shit, the fact that we can't get back in the camp for another couple months, because I want them to be back for like the bigger games. Hopefully, it'd be nice to be in there for like the quarterfinals and stuff.
What's their schedule too, right? February,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We outside.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Where does Flick go into that?
What do you mean?
Obviously, his with him coming on board, you can see a different. I think that the energy has been different. Yeah, good change.
Just a different energy, a different level. Hell, the German approach. German football is a little different than Spanish football, but so it's a little more. It's more physical and less technical. But when you put that physical aspect with people that are like the most technically gifted people on the planet, oh my God, did you see? Pedri was dancing today?
Wow, yeah, impressive. I don't know why.
Lamine had the best player in CONCACAF in shambles today.
Mm-mm.
You did, huh?
Lead you Rip. Focus on the Spanish teams.
The man had the best. The man had the
discussion
best
is
player in
different.
CONCACAF out here.
And I see Braylon out here being quiet. But okay, go ahead, Braylon. I see you ain't going.
B is watching the Rocket thing. He's not paying no attention.
I see
Nigga,
it.
we're
I see
losing
it.
to the fucking Hornets. Thank you, Jalen. God damn. We're losing to it's just LaMelo. I'm finna go on the side.
Isn't it time?
It's just LaMelo.
Yeah.
No, it's not time. We're losing by 3. Jalen got to make a free throw.
This is the funniest shit about B. This nigga's on a soccer pod with a fucking CJ Stroud background.
Yes, sir.
It's about a basketball game.
Yes, sir.
Doing everything but talking about goddamn soccer.
I mean,
I didn't like the man repeated twice the best player in CONCACAF, and you actually have love for Captain America, and you just let it go. Go back on mute. Go back on mute. You ain't helping right now. Go back on mute.
No.
We'll talk to you after the game. Shush. We'll talk to you after the game. We ain't talking about CONCACAF right now.
Are y'all talking about the third best player in CONCACAF?
Look, okay. Carry on.
Wait a minute. Real quick. He's been a top 10 player this season around the world. How about that? Fix that. Not just
Stop it.
11 goals and assists in 11 matches. How about that? The best top 3 player in Serie A, and not 3 or 2. Number 1. How about that?
Hold on. So do we respect? Hold on. We respect. This is my theory. If we respect what Pulisic does, Lautaro should win the Ballon d'Or. Pick and choose when the Italian league matters to y'all.
I've already told you.
No, I'm
even
saying
though, even though me and my boy share here.
People pick and choose when the Italian league matters. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't seen Rodri lose a game that mattered this year. So that's why I just put that together. And my boy, and my king, Arsenal, I am rocking it right there, but a former rival, but my king, I think he said it beautifully, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Please don't let steal the thunder. Charles, rate your happiness right now on your squad for I think you gave me over 1.5 trophies. Are we still staying on that this year?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The Copa, I think the Copa might be the easiest one for us to win. To be honest with you, we just have too much. If we can stay healthy, like the people
Your
that
depth.
will play in the fucking Copa against most teams, like it's gonna be like just we're gonna beat somebody. We might beat somebody 8-9-0 in like the first round.
Yeah, yeah, it could get ugly. My top two things that of what's gone right for Madrid this year. In
Number one, the
fact,
referees. Number two, VAR. Number three, the
that's
federation.
wild. This is disgusting behavior. This is disgusting behavior. Um,
Number four, Swedish nightclubs.
Wild, wild. Seeing as how my man is still scoring goals in La Liga, but I'll chill. And I think I got a text from you, fire goal, which you saw that little corner bin was crazy, crazy work.
I give respect
Uh,
where respect is due.
Say less. I hear it. Ooh, I hear it. Top three things for Real Madrid this year. One is if Valverde has picked up his play, and now he is not as good as Tony Cruz quite yet, but he has shown that he can take the next level in terms of some leadership. And in my opinion, that he had a very good summer, and obviously ended the Champions League last year. So that's number one for me. Number two is Vinny Jr. has not his level of play on the club level is not dropped. And when you are the best club player in the world for almost 10, 12 months, that's what that does. That's number two for me. And number three is consistent, though. Rudiger's crazy. Rudiger's
Crazy.
still an unbelievably consistent, great footballer. And what's wild is that, and thankfully, this is when I realized like Flo has some strategy to everything. It's like, man, getting Rudiger on a free. I'm like, he can like, what's up with Chelsea? Rudiger's exactly who Chelsea needs. They need the OG vet with everything they got going on right now. But Rudiger's exactly what Real Madrid needed to make sure they were still winning trophies. Don't win a double without Rudiger, and they are obviously, in my opinion, maybe even would be fourth in the table without him, and definitely would have lost a couple more games without him. So
Rudiger
those are
is
my three.
Rudiger is your biggest problem. He's so
Gifting
good.
curse or
Yep, yep. He's so good. He makes y'all think y'all don't need defenders, so y'all keep buying fucking offensive players.
I hear it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let me go to my top three. What's wrong? One is health. Um, it'd be nice to see Alaba back just in training of some sort. In my opinion, we lost the number three player in Spain or in the Euros. Danny Carvalho was unfortunately in the leader captain. Because again, we just lost a lot. That with Nacho and him, there we go in terms of our back. Once again, that helped us win 3 trophies last year. Not having them hurts. And so Danny Carvalho in particular. Um, Number two, or excuse me, number three on that front, Jude, it's not that he isn't about his not scoring goals. It's that he doesn't know what his place is anymore. And part of that is because last year he had one of the more unbelievable seasons you can't have for a debut player in the Spanish league. On the flip of that, it's been the complete opposite. It's not that he's playing bad. It's that he's not playing exceptionally well, and because he set the bar so high. And there's maybe no way where he can meet that based upon we brought in who we think is one of the best attackers in the world, and 2 years ago was unquestionably the best player in the world. He lost that title in my opinion, based upon the Euros and that performance, and also not getting PSG over the line. So those are the three biggest things for Real Madrid right now. And unfortunately, because of where Jude doesn't know where he's at, unfortunately, it has created unbalance to the team. If there is one word that goes with Real Madrid throughout this whole season, it's that they are unbalanced right now and they are not comfortable.
That will be their undoing.
Feel free to rebuttal.
Nah, that was the rebuttal. I'm just agreeing. Like it's, I've been watching them for the last three games, and from what I just saw from Bayern today, you need 11 players to compete with Barca. We're in too good a shape. We're going to run too much. We're going to press too much. They are carrying at any given time three players, and depending on the lineup that they're playing, four players at any given time. Mbappe does not track back. Vinny does not track back. And if Jude is playing in an advanced position, depending on who's out there, when he knows he has to get back, he will get back. But if he has like, if Chouamani's playing behind him and stuff, he won't get back. If Modric's out there, he'll get back because he knows he has to get back. And then when Modric's out there, you're carrying half a person just because he's old and can't run. So
Yeah, no Diaz is hurting them in terms of some pace. I just want Luca just for 39 years old, just 30 minutes, but just man, to trust in him to start all this month. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. They have pace on the wings, but you know what? And we'll get into this when we get into the game. Um, what's the one most important thing you would fix for each team? And you go first about my team, and I'll give you next about yours.
your team,
Yeah, what's the number one thing?
your midfield. You have a bunch of average midfielders. None of them are like dude. They're good in name and reputation, and they're not very. But like none of them is a real. None of them is worthy of a 10. When Luca leaves, like none of them are worthy of his jersey. Like they're not Camavinga. Like I told you, I think because of dreads and high top fades, we think that Chouamani and Camavinga are like
Should
Pogba
look a little better.
2.0s, and like that's not what that's not that they're not that's not their game at all. And like they fail the eye test. Like I think Arda's got like Guler's the only one that's got a chance to me. Like I think Guler needs to be fully converted to a midfielder.
Sure, sure. I don't disagree with that.
I
I
think
don't
he's the only.
disagree with that at
I
all.
think unless they get Wirtz next year, I think he's the only one that like has a chance to even like to be a game breaker from midfield. Like I said, I think that we can. I mean, we'll get to the point of the game, but I think that like the disjointedness that I see is we're gonna carve that shit to pieces. There's just two like there's Rudiger back there defending by himself.
Hmm.
There's Valverde trying to get the midfield together, and then there's Vinny and occasionally Mbappe, but just never all working together at all.
Yeah, unbalanced, disjointed. Couldn't agree more. Um, and that's
And
just
still
what
making
they
it
are.
work though. Still making it work. I'm just saying though, I'm not what it's the same as like I was thinking about when I've been watching Bayern these last couple of weeks. It wasn't because they're playing Barca. It's just like you can't do that against a good team. And the way that they bullshit like that I watch Madrid bullshit against other teams and give up chances against other teams.
Hmm.
Like this is a different level of team. If you do that, like, and this is honestly the first real good team you guys have played this year.
Hmm.
Like real good team. Like we're clearly better than Dortmund. So I'm just
Yes, I
saying.
mean, come on. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just
yeah,
saying. But with the
absolutely.
and I just like I said, I can totally see the fact that like if they don't come back to help get out of that press, you guys not being able to get the ball out of the back, especially if Lunen's playing. So you have a whole different goalkeeper in the back. So you're gonna have him there launching long balls, trying to get out, and won't be able to get out. And I don't see once we get the ball because you guys have hate. You guys are gonna sit deep like you always do. You're not gonna compress. I don't see how you're gonna get the ball. I think you guys will score goals. I just don't see how that's gonna win. Like I don't see how that formula wins. And I haven't seen you guys play a different way in 2 years.
Mm.
I just don't think this is the team to like invite to just play through you and then invite them to press you. And then your hope is I'm going to catch you on the counter. Have fun. Feel free. While you're trying to do that, Pedri then stole the ball and Rafinha's running down the other side.
Mm. That's the formula. And I'm sure, like, obviously, Flick sees that too. That's why, I mean, you'll see a lot of that on Saturday. I'm going to see more. I mean, hell, Xavi even, I think he managed well against
I mean,
Madrid.
I'm not too worried about. The only reason I'm not terribly worried about it, just because even when Javi was manager, we were putting Araujo out on the right side because Vinny's so to the left. So I'm thinking Jules will be fine, just kind of doing the same kind of job on him. It's more of them on that high line with Mbappe that I'm worried about.
Hmm. I don't think that, I don't know if I have one important thing you could fix for your team. It is a matter of an opportunity for growth, and that's just going to come with health, is Champions League experience in the back in your center halves. That is going to matter when we get to the eliminate. And now this is going to be interesting, right? Because you just want Barca to finish in that top eight, which very
I
important
don't think that
because then they
matters
can
when
get to 16.
but that doesn't matter once people get healthy. Like Christensen, I don't know if he started that Champions League for Chelsea, but I mean he was on the team and he's won La Liga. He's won, the Prem. So like I'm
Hmm.
not really worried about him and Araujo. I mean he's played big games and I don't worry about the South Americans. They don't scare easy.
Yeah, just need him healthy, though.
Yeah.
That's a big piece. So that's just life. So I feel you. Who has the edge in combined 4-3-3? And now that the Rockets have lost Braylon, soccer, you can be able to talk us through it. So we're both teams, depending on the day, you have seen a 4-4-2 or diamond, etc. But at the end of the day, when you see them going against just other teams, you've seen a 4-2-3, right? When it comes with Barca and Madrid. Um, so that's what we'll do. Was a combined 4-3-3. We'll start at goalie, and this is about people that are healthy. Are you going Payne or are you going Lunin?
I mean, technically Chesney's the better than both of them. Um,
You're not wrong.
I'd say Lunin.
Right back, I think there's no debate there. Kunde.
Yeah. I think I got both wing backs personally. That's most of
Yeah,
this team.
I don't think so. I don't disagree with that. I think that I'm going to take Rudiger at one of the center backs.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, I rate Militao more than Martinez for the moment. But if Big Ron was healthy, I think we'd be having a different discussion.
Of course.
But I think it's okay to say 2 and 2 in the back. Fair?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. All right. It's going to be interesting. All right. So let's just say that once again, 4-3-3, right? Or would you prefer a four? Or would you go? Or do
It
you want to go
doesn't
4-2-3?
matter. I have like most of these people are my people.
Okay, I'll let you start first because now we
I'm
agree.
just
At least we agreed
I
on the
would
back. So
I
right now
would
it's
I
three
would I,
Madrid, two
no,
Barcelona.
I would only take I'm just gonna make it clear. I would only take Vinny in your front six. And I'm not actually no, I won't take Vinny in your front six. I think my front six is better than everybody in your front six, man for man. Lewandowski's better than Mbappe right now. Lamin's better than whoever the fuck you're putting out right. And
Lewandowski's better than Mbappe. You think
he's
for
Wait a
sure?
minute. I ain't
right
gonna
now,
cap. I no. I was mad as fuck, and I just heard some dumb shit. I swear, I just heard some dumb shit. Lewandowski's better than Mbappe right now. I don't care
B,
what the goal record says this year. What?
you haven't watched the game. You haven't watched this man. The man is out there lost. He's not, it's different. Talking about Sunday.
Saturday at 3,
Yeah, talking about
our
this
time,
weekend.
And
Not
then
even
you
nighttime
still
in
fucking.
got
Bourbon.
Vinny. I mean, Vinny got Vinny in the left. Who's the best left?
The best player out of the 22 is Rafinha. If you want to, like, I don't know if you haven't been watching. See, you look at that face. He hasn't been watching.
That nigga finna win the Ballon d'Or.
Hold on,
Huh?
ML. Who's out of the 22?
No, ML.
The
I
best
would yeah.
informed player right now in Europe is Rafinha. I feel confident saying that, and that's because Holland ain't doing. I'm also when you watch City. Now the shit today was crazy. That goal that he had, but I'm telling you, in the Prem, ever
I
since
know
he
it's not
told
Holland.
Mikel Arteta,
I ain't gonna
he's
cap.
told Arteta to be humble. That boy, and I've been captaining him every week, so I'm making the mistake myself. He is not scored, and he doesn't do. Here's the thing with Holland. And Braylon, let's have a real football discussion, right? So I'm like
Oh, I,
comfortable
I ain't
saying
gonna
this.
cap. I'm like,
He
I
doesn't
agree.
do anything
Holland's not
else
the
but
best player.
score goals. He doesn't
Yeah.
help and build up play. He
I know.
doesn't have to ever track back.
Yeah.
There's
I
nothing that
know.
Holland has to do except for okay, put the ball in the back of the net. And one of the hardest things in the world to do. Get that at an elite level. He does that. Rafinha right now is the best informed player in Europe. Period.
I might as well start my ballistic for Ballon d'Or convo. Might as well start
Listen.
that.
Hey
I'm just
man,
telling you about what it is because of where Barca is. There are times, and this is because of the
Charles, I
antics.
made Charles so mad with that when I
I
was
can't.
like,
I'm
don't.
hey
not putting
man.
Lamine over Vinny right now in form. That I'm not doing.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm
not
putting him
doing that.
as the right winger. He doesn't play right wing. So if you
I'm
put
putting
Boomer over him,
Rafinha. I hear you, but I've seen Rafinha not this season just because of this season. I hear you, but he could play the right,
well,
and he plays the right for
you're
Brazil.
trying to shoehorn your man in. It's fine. You can have it. It's just not true.
We could also put Rafinha at the I think it plays the 9 too, if need be.
I mean,
I've seen that this
I'm
year.
gonna be. There's not. You're not really. I mean, I'll sit here and argue that Lamine's better than Vinny, but that's a whole other problem.
At what?
I haven't seen him play a bad game in a year. Have you?
Lamine?
Yes.
It's not that he's playing bad. I just haven't seen him in special moments, though, like crazy special moments, like comparative to Vinny. Only in Euros, I will say that.
I
Euros,
think
but
that they have different games, but I'm just.
that's fair. From what you, but that's fair. That's just based on like
I also when I'm liking my wing play though, like it's different. When Lamine dance, he nutmeg fucking Davies like three times a day.
you might like Perkier more than I like Round. That's what we're talking about between
No,
Lamine.
no.
Yes, we
Did
are.
you see the pass today? Did you see that pass to Rafinha for the third goal?
I have been saying, you know how I feel about him. He's Bonds. He's 5 tool, and he's only 17. I hear it. And here's the thing. This is another thing I'm going to give you. Once again, of like being non-biased and shades off. At their ages comparatively, there were people ready to get. They were calling my man from Flamingo a bust, a bust. Vinny at his
Vinny
age when
wasn't
he
at
came over
Madrid at 21, was he? He wasn't over
at
at
18.
17.
No, I'm talking about Lamine. Lamine 17, but he 18 years old. They were calling my man a bust.
Yeah, but he
Brother, he
wasn't.
was wearing the 28. No, he was wearing a Marshall Falk
Yeah,
jersey.
but you're talking
You know
about
what
when
I'm
he was
saying?
17.
Yeah,
You
they
forget what
compared
Lamine was
him.
doing. You forget no, there's no comparison because you forget what Lamine was doing when he was 16
That's just my point.
and
Both of
15
it, all
and
of it
15.
together. 15, he wasn't winning trophies at 15. I've seen him win
Oh
trophies at
God,
16 years old.
you will fucking spin some bullshit. You are. I ain't gonna do you like this in public. It's cool. Keep on. The way you just he wasn't winning trophies at 15. Nigga, what
No,
the fuck
just
you
I
sound?
mean,
You sound stupid as fuck.
because
You
no,
sound
it's
stupid. You sound
when
no
I'm
no
no.
no.
You don't hype up somebody at 15 when they ain't helping win.
So that's like
They're
saying the
not
little
helping
Quincy.
win.
That's like saying the little Quincy kid that made it to the Olympics. Well, he wasn't winning gold medals when he was 15. Like, nigga, what are you talking about? You sound
A
crazy.
medals are different than like, but they're not winning when he was 15. You see how he was helping teams win when he was 16.
You're using that to compare it to Vinny being a bust. Go ahead. You just sound stupid when you talk about this shit. Continue.
No, but
Go ahead.
you're trying to justify your man at
I'm not trying to
15.
adjust the thing.
Don't do that.
I'm not trying to
Okay.
justify anything. You just made this about titles about a 15-year-old.
No, sir. No, I'm
He
talking about
wasn't. He wasn't
is he
helping
up and
winning.
winning?
Hold on. You don't. Hold on. For the record, the year when he was 15, we won La Liga. Shut up.
Bro, when did he play?
He played when he was
2 years ago.
15. That year, when he was 15, the year that I was at the game, that he's his first game, I was there. That was the year we won the title. So you're talking about he wasn't helping winning, but he was on the La Liga winning team that year. Shut up.
Did we want to go into appearances that year with
That's
him
cool.
at
That's
15?
cool. Yep. And Arsenal legend Aubameyang's name is on that shirt. And so is Lamine's.
I
Name's on the
hear it.
shirt. Who cares? Who cares? His name's on
All
the shirt.
right,
He's on the team. So
got
you're
it.
not on the team? So if you're not on the team, okay.
It's not what I said.
Okay.
So
Cole Palmer doesn't have
I
it.
was
Doesn't have
we was talking
prems.
about Odegaard's,
Cole Palmer doesn't
right?
have prems. Odegaard
Well,
wasn't.
Palmer definitely has prims.
Odegaard wasn't. Didn't make appearances in years that he's claiming fucking titles.
I was making a joke. That's all. I'm not making a comparison to him. It was just a joke. That's all it is. You said the next six are yours.
I'll give you Vinny. Don't do 5 out of 6.
I think Valverde is as good as FDJ right now.
I don't think he's as good as Fermin right now. I don't think
Fatty
he's as good as
Valverde.
I don't think he's as good as Almo or Pedri right now. I've been
So
wanting
let's
him to
get
show
into.
up. I've been wanting him to
Go ahead.
show up from when like some of that stuff happened during Copa through some of these games since Tony Cruz hasn't been there. I've been wanting to see more from him. You say he's seven taking a step forward. I still been wanting
Yeah,
to
I
see
do. I do.
more. I want to see more from him. Like he's taking more shots, but like I don't. But I want to see like more midfielding from him.
Mm.
Like the ball's coming out to him on the right side a ton. He's getting that fucking top of the out right side of the box shot all season. But like I want to see him creating more for other people.
That's fair. I don't know if he has that bag in him like Cruz. Like, I mean, there's not many who
I
do
just
ever. But his
I just
defense.
don't
But
think
his
you go ahead.
okay.
I just don't think you guys
But
need another fucking attacker. That's my only point that I keep coming back to. Is like you
right.
guys don't need you. What's the point? If you have a nuke, why do we need all these missiles behind us?
We definitely need his work rate in terms of getting back though. I will say
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and that's what
yeah,
I
yeah.
love about him. Like he actually is a true, like how you and I talk about midfielders, and
Right.
we're able to talk about that. Like he is a true midfielder. That's all.
But what you have, I'm looking at all the midfielders that Madrid have. This is how like I'm looking at it and compared to ours. All ours are like very much skewed towards, I guess, like creative players,
Yeah,
and a lot of your guys either skew towards defensive-minded players, the Chouamani's, Valverde's, and even Camavinga to a certain extent, or the Jude that's more attacking and not even. But none of them are actually interested in like owning the game and directing the game and orchestrating the game. That's why they have to put Modric in there. They don't have any control of the game. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like there's nobody that's like, if you put Pedro in the middle, he'll just metronome the whole game. If you put, you know what I'm saying? If you put
yeah,
Frankie out there, Frankie's going to circulate and do midfield stuff. And I just don't like it. To me, there's not enough of that going on.
yeah. On the one side, that's fair.
Yep.
Okay, I hear that. I think it's okay to expect more from him. It's just that, like, I think Fetty hasn't made that leap. It's just that, and that's fair for you to say. The leap may just
I'm
not
not
be as good
saying
as
he
the
no no
control of the
no. He's
games.
good in that role, but if he's going to be in that
Yeah.
role, there has to be somebody that's creative. Then
Oh
is
yeah,
what I'm saying. You know what
which
I'm saying?
is yeah, that
If
may yeah, it could be our
like
demise.
that's why
Yeah,
like Wirtz, if like they had Wirtz, and so it's like he's there, and then Wirtz is being creative off of that. That makes sense. But if there's just you know what I'm
yeah. I hear that, brother. You. That's right. That's all right, right there. Go ahead, Braylon. You was gonna say something. Charles
saying?
cooked right there. That's fair. I got you. I had it going in 7 players to 4. The 9-2 jump was a little wild, but even if it's 8-3, I hear it.
7-4.
What's that?
It's 7-4. You have the
Oh yeah, you're
goalie.
comfortable with 7-4. Yeah, yeah. If you're
Yeah,
giving me Vinny and Fetty, yeah. So
I give you. I would have gave you Mbappe if I could have got Lamine, but
I'll say this: the Rodrigo injury may be a blessing in disguise for Carlo because now he ain't got to because he may not go to a 3 up top. He may just put 2 up there.
then yeah. But who's subbing on? I guess like At a certain point, that fixes that problem. But who's coming on? Because if
It's bleak.
Arda's the
It's
only one that can
bleak.
come on, but Arda's might have to come on for three different people.
Yeah, which isn't good. Which isn't good. But at least he's coming on, and he actually gives a fuck.
Yeah.
I like that. That he cares. Um,
Are both the French healthy?
no, they're saying AT may be back, but Kama's healthy, but AT had a muscle injury. I'm
Okay.
just not sure. But
Oh man,
that's
I'm liking our team
another
already.
problem.
Liking our
Another
chances.
problem.
As long as
Um,
I think if we keep our head, we're good.
who are you starting this weekend?
I believe Almo's going to start instead of Fermin. So same lineup, just Almo instead of Fermin, which I don't mind. They're kind of the same player. Fermin's a little bit more explosive version of that, but same player.
If I see Fran Garcia out there, I'm not watching. I'm just telling you that right now. If I see Fran Garcia trotting out there on the left, I'm just like, bro, just text me throughout the day. I'm just not going to watch, and I will just start heavily drinking because Michigan football could be over by then. But
I'm looking forward to it though, just because I think that I'm hoping that you guys will step up to the occasion so I can actually see my team, like see what they're
oh yeah,
doing.
yeah, under some duress or just
Yes.
like at the like where you have to bring your A game.
A little adversity. They go down. I'm just saying, I don't have a problem with us going like 1-1 and then we go down 2-1. Okay, cool. Let's see what we're gonna do. I don't care. Like I honestly don't. I'm not that big of a stickler. Like I don't honestly care if we lose. It'll be fine. It's the first one. We usually split because like we play twice. It's like anything. Like we usually split. It's not like Tottenham Arsenal. We're like we ain't won over there in 20 years. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna fucking split more than you know what I'm saying. Like more than likely
and then
we're gonna
somebody
split.
gets
So
2-1 on the Super Cup. So
yeah,
and
yeah.
that Super
You know
Cup
what I'm saying?
the
So like,
Oscar.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's generally how it goes. So like, nah. Like most seasons end up a wash. So like I'm not gonna like be at the end of it. But like I think because I think if we lost, I would like I said, I don't think we're gonna lose, but I would like I think we're gonna bring the best out of you guys if that's because if you don't, we're gonna put five on you.
My hope is that man, this is what I'm hoping. I'm truly, truly hoping that Kamavinga will start at the weekend.
You should.
Um, and I'll say that because I need balance of. I actually want to start both French, but I don't think he will, and that's because Rodrigo has to go to the bench. And I don't want to start Modric. Um, Ideally, I'd like to say Mendy, Rudiger, Militao, Vasquez, and then I want to see Tchouaméni, Kamavinga, Valverde, Jude at the top of the diamond, and then Mbappe and Vinny. So I would like to see a 4-4-2. Don't think we're going to see that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for, though.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but
It's
I
Real
had us
Madrid. It's
at
not. Of course, it's not terrible.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they're all super teams. I had us at 3-2 with Courtois, um, healthy. And just earlier in the week, I just like, you know what? Just because it's at the crib, and I think we got our little bullshit out the way with Leo. So I'm just like, all right, we took one on chin, and obviously that was on the road, and I'm just like, do we have enough match winners on the day? And do we? Is it now the only thing that I saw was like, all right, it's at the crib, so we're cool. Um, I actually think it's going to be a 2-2 draw now without Courtois. And because I think he's going to play more conservative and we'll just catch two on the break, or we're going to get a pin. That's just probably what's going to happen. But the last two times at the Bernabeu that Barca's played Madrid, Barca's actually outplayed Madrid. Just we've had a couple of strokes of ability, so that's where I'm at. I think it's going to be 2-2, and we'll shake hands, and then we're still 3 points behind, which is not where you need to be. So it's just like it is what it is of like keeping pace. But like Barcelona may be cool with a draw, but Yeah, I'm not going on business at the moment because I think it would be foolish to do so, knowing that we are not nearly good enough in on both in my opinion, in both the wing backs versus right now. So no, we're not nearly good enough, and that scares me because I think your two players on both wings may be the best players at their position in the world right now. So that's where we're at.
I'm thinking
I had you at the thinking. I see it. There's a little pause. Okay. All right.
4-2 Barca.
All right. And that would not surprise me either.
I think you got, like I said, I think that I've been saying this for weeks. I think this is a good. I think we're either going to beat the shit out of you guys and get you guys attention, and Carlo's going to be able to get your guys' attention for the rest of the season,
Mhm.
and like very much be like, okay, our streak got broken. Let's lock in. Da 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 da. Now Jude can't complain anymore because like now you see why I need you to do X Y Z. You know, get it like really get motherfuckers' attention. Y'all can't like if you guys don't track back, this is what happens.
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
all that shit. So I think that's gonna happen. But I do think you guys are gonna catch us a couple times on the outsides. I just think that like we're gonna, like I said, you guys are gonna get stuck trying to play out the back. We're gonna turn you over a couple times because it's not your best guys. So I don't like. So it's gonna
Mhm.
be some mistake from Lucas Vasquez or fucking somebody in the back that's normally not back there and normally under pressure like that. And yeah, I think Rafinha's going to score again. I think Lewandowski's going to score again, and I think Lamine might be the best player on the field.
Four's a lot. Damn.
And no, I don't, I think it's going to be back and forth. Like I don't think that like I think like I said, you guys are going to get your chances. I just think like you're going to get yours. We're going to get ours. We're just going to get the same way we did. The same way that Bayern game was relatively back and forth, and then it was two quick little 1-2s, and it was over.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was one thing that was like, if y'all needed to go, y'all went quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Because the
And
other thing that you guys do that is not great that I noticed is then when you guys do push forward, everybody pushes forward because you got all the
yeah,
damn attacking players. And so, like, all we're gonna do is if we can win it back in a deeper position and get out like the way we did today, where we got it over to Rafinha in space for that third goal, yeah, you guys are gonna be in trouble. So,
yep,
like, I'm seeing a few ways in which, like, you guys are just gonna actually have to play. You're not gonna be able to out talent us like the way y'all just show up, roll the ball out with some teams.
that's real. That's real. It'll have to be, I would say, it'll have to be Mbappe's best game.
And
Uh,
if we lose, and I always think it is like this because I know if we lose, y'all like motherfuckers got to like actually go back to the drawing board. And like that shit is like a real attention getter. So I don't be minding that shit sometimes.
but maybe not for this team.
And it's on the road. It's the first one of the year, and it's on the
That's
road. Like the same,
exactly.
the
Mm,
second one's at the house. I would feel completely different about it.
sure. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. All right, that's what's up.
You know how them early
Uh,
season games feel, man. You don't like as much as Arsenal played City. It's like, yeah, it's you know what I'm saying that shit don't like. I think it's fucking September, bro. It didn't hit the same. It didn't hit the same.
mm. And that's why I was just like, you get a draw, that's fine. It's just, but I mean, um, but at the same time, there's nothing you have to be you able to admit. Any Madrid fan would be foolish to not think so. Right now, they have the best. They have the best informed player in the match. That's clear, and they are as a team. Madrid actually is performing how Barcelona was performing last year at this time. In terms of there's no fear with Barcelona. They are going to play a certain way and they're going to do their thing, and everybody has to adjust to them. Madrid is not usually in situations where they have to adjust to somebody else, and I've seen it. They do that with Pep when they're playing City, like they played 3 years in a row, and I saw it. Carlos was just too late on it. What was the match? 3-0 when y'all won, and was it 4-1 or 3-1? Where was it when y'all won the
Which
Super
one?
Copa
We've done that many times.
in Asia? Where was the match at?
Ooh, when Barca didn't go to Asia this year.
No, 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 not last campaign. The campaign before that.
The Super Cup in Riyadh like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh man, we are not ready.
Oh,
And
and beat the
Chavez
shit out
knew
of y'all.
exactly what to do. Yeah,
And
it was
beat the
like,
shit out of
ooh,
y'all.
that was an ass
Which time?
BT.
Because there was the time that we came in these jerseys and stomped y'all out with Aubameyang too. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
we
I'm
beat
talking
when we
about
four.
the Riyadh.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the Super Cup
yeah.
one.
You have to clarify your 4-1 to 4 5 to
Let's
1 beatings that we
relax.
gave you.
Relax.
I'm just
Fair
saying though,
enough.
like all the
Mm.
historic, like as much as you guys have more, like one more trophy than us, and you guys have us on a couple wins, all the historic like beatings in this thing all come from us
One
giving
side.
assholes the out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. Um, yeah, all right. B Reed, we'll let you go off with the closing remarks first. And don't worry, the Prem, we need you back because the Prem stuff there will be discussions next week, sir. Because big fixtures are this week.
This nigga about to tell you about the Texas Rangers draft pick or some shit. It's the game. That's
Hell
you
no.
know,
I ain't
this
gonna cap.
motherfucker
I would never talk about bum ass Rangers. Um,
Andy
yeah, so that's
Reid.
what Manchester United season's been like this year. All right, joke over. It didn't even land. Honestly though, I actually do look forward to that probably is gonna be the one La Liga game I watched so far this season is a Clasico. So
Welcome back, sir. You couldn't have picked a better time.
I mean it's only gonna be that they actually who did Georgia play? Who did Georgia play Saturday? Eh, they gave us a hell of a fucking schedule. Excuse, I'm sorry. All right. But I still can't get over that y'all said Rubber Lint. Never like, come on. Like, I get it.
So so the
I
games don't
get it.
matter. So games don't matter. I guess you could
I,
just be in perpetuity. You could just be better than somebody because you was better than them at one point. Okay, but you're having a better season, or you're supposed to be better than them. What you actually do on the field doesn't matter. Okay.
I mean, I like that actually baffled me the most was the Robert Lewandowski over him. But to be honest, I'm gonna just enjoy Saturday. I will call out whoever loses. So if Madrid loses, I would be talking shit to ML. If Barcelona, I would be Barcelona loses, I would be talking shit to Charles. Because these are supposed
That's
to be the
fair.
two top dogs in Europe this year. It's supposed to be these two. These are the two top dogs. Because there's no Rodri for Man City. Bayern.
Robert Lewandowski already has 15 goals this season.
Okay. I mean, hey, I ain't gonna cap. I can't talk about scoring goals because my team don't score
When we
goals.
talk, but I'm just saying, this is the for me the easiest position to compare people is if you are a striker and you are a striker, your job is to score goals. So there's no comparison on who's fucking better. The nigga with the most goals, but that's literally what he's there for. They ain't doing no
I,
hold up play. We ain't sitting here for no fucking assist. We ain't talking about he need to be out here circulating the ball. His ass is there to score goals. Lewandowski is doing his job better right now.
if like I can't fight that argument. Maybe I got caught up and just like, it's Mbappe. But like even then, I don't. But like once again, Charles, you lose. I'm talking shit.
That's cool.
ML, you
Trust me.
lose. I'm talking shit.
We beat our
I
number two
don't.
rivals today. I ain't tripping.
I don't care. I
We
don't
beat our second
care.
ops.
To be honest, I don't even care if we win or lose this weekend at Manchester United.
You
My
should. You
You should.
should.
You
Let's
shouldn't.
not. Let's
You
not.
shouldn't. Who y'all play? He don't even know. God damn
Dog.
shame.
hold
Remember
on.
we barely
I
used
just
to know
want.
the next five
I
fixtures,
remember. I remember
dog.
when Braylon used to be
Wait,
locked in.
dude,
Hey,
this is
hey,
so troubling. See what
hey.
CJ
Tanag has
Stroud got
done to
the
my
CJ
guy.
Stroud got that
No,
nigga acting
it's
different,
not.
bro.
It's I
Ah,
ain't. I
man.
promise you. Oh, that's right. It is. It's West Ham. It actually is. I ain't gonna cap. But they
Who
don't
is
have
it?
kudos.
Oof.
But it's
Another
still gonna be tough
discussion
as
for
hell.
another time.
It's gonna be tough as hell. And then we play Chelsea the following weeks. God damn it.
Now
Um.
y'all got Leicester though first in the
Yeah, we got
Carabao at least.
Leicester. But like, man,
Y'all, bro, he loved
Jamie
them
Vardy will
cups.
score a banger. It like
He loved them cups though, bro.
I am and Arteta loves nothing. Okay, he loves air.
I'm not hating on Ten Hag. I'm telling you about like you have things to look forward to.
I mean, I like the cup is going to be played because it's going to be the first team. Because Bruno not playing tomorrow, so there's no Bruno playing tomorrow. So he's going to play back to back.
I'll hot take. If you gave Ten Hag those players, he'd do better with them than Arteta. But that's all that problem. I think Man United's problem is
That's
the
not a hot
players.
take. In my opinion, that's not a hot take.
Yeah, I don't think Ten Hag. I always say I don't think Ten Hag is the problem. I think the players aren't good.
Yeah, the players aren't good. So like,
They're his players though. He did fix
but Ten
them,
Hag is going to get majority
but
of
they're
the
not
blame.
good.
I mean,
But like
some of
nigga,
the
like
players.
Mason Mount don't
So
play.
that that man is Joel Embiid, but for soccer, like he's hurt. He's gonna. He always. I don't know what's up with him. He got the Manchester, and every bone in his body is brittle.
Manu a fake. We ain't gonna talk about that. Stat merchant.
And I ain't
No
win
real.
40 and winning 14 straight in the Prem last year.
And now I'm
Still,
finna get
I'm
started
sticking with real.
because Charles done started me. I
But
ain't gonna cap. Manu is actually one of the cases of he's probably been overworked. He's actually been overworked. He he legit played from December until August nonstop. He was relied on for England. He was relied
yeah,
on for
Yeah,
Manchester
he's
United
young
to
for
yeah.
bring him
that,
on
but
in.
He
And
played
like
he played for
at
months.
18, he's gonna get hurt. I ain't gonna cap. Like,
And I'm still waiting for him to make a forward pass.
okay, I mean,
I'm
who?
still
I mean, I mean, like he can make a forward pass. He'll make a
hey
forward
man.
pass. It's gonna come
Him
straight back to him because
we
he's
asked for a lasting
special.
statement from you, Braylon, and now you going.
Braylon is
No, this is Charles and your fault. My last statement is whoever loses, I'm talking shit to. I don't care. I literally don't care. Whoever
first off,
loses, I'm talking
I'm not
shit to.
worried about it because it's gonna be Sunday. You're gonna be worried about the fucking Texas.
Exactly.
you're gonna forget we lost.
Exactly. I'm gonna forget because
Mm-hmm.
CJ the God.
At
They're gonna
what?
come back with they're gonna have
Losing to Michigan?
jersey do rag next time.
Let me
CJ
chill.
Stroud jersey do rag.
Oh God. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't let me chill.
No,
Let
I ain't gonna
me
care. ML, y'all. First
chill.
off,
Let me
ML,
chill.
y'all are not winning on Sunday. I
Let
know what you're
me
talking about.
chill.
Y'all
You
are not winning
good.
on Sunday. Y'all have a running back at quarterback. Don't get me started. You gotta have a running back at quarterback. Come on now. Come
Charles,
on now.
please with your lasting statement, sir.
Come on now.
Um,
I mean, want to check all that
I
shit.
mean,
Quarterback. Assault rifle to his own team.
we ended the game with 9 La Masia players out there today.
That's crazy. Shout out to Thierry.
I just want to say that we dismantled Bayern with two 17-year-olds, a 21-year-old at left back. My bad, he just turned 22 last week.
Special.
A 22-year-old at left back, 25-year-old that barely plays, our backup goalkeeper in there, three 21-year-olds in the midfield, a 17-year-old at right wing, and we won 4-1.
Here. Here.
We brought on another 21-year-old, my boy Ansu.
Yes, you
Brought on a
did.
20-year-old, brought on Gabby. I mean, we here, baby. We here. We only gonna
Respect.
get better. Holland in 2026. We out of here.
Respect it all. Here. My lasting statement is very simply, it is okay to say, just like we did last year, there are standout players for the Ballon d'Or. And it is also okay as a Real Madrid fan to say that Rodri is deserving of the Ballon d'Or because he is. Anytime that when you start a match and your team wins 67 straight times, that
Please correct that
matters.
number. Please correct that number.
It's 67. 67 times
Are we
when he
talking
goes on the
strictly
pitch.
Prim? We talking about strictly Prim?
No, we talking
No,
all comps.
He
67.
didn't. He didn't. No, he didn't.
When
Is
he
no.
plays 60 of the times where he started a match, 67 times, they they don't
Oh,
lose,
you using
bro.
that caveat start? That is so fake. Go
It
ahead
is
and teach.
not fake. His impact is crazy. And just like the impact and the difference is, and why if he wins it, it is okay. and Madrid fans got to be okay with it because he did it at the Euros as well. In my opinion, which is stiffer comp at times, depending on the group stage. I must stand on business with that. And he took Spain to where they is as a once again, people know he's Spanish. The man has won the Nations League. The man has won the Prem. Uh, the man has won a club championship. The man has now won a Champions League. And in fact, scored the game-winning goal in the Champions League. Oh, and then he said another campaign of where I start, my team doesn't lose. Whether I'm wearing blue, whether I'm wearing white, whether I'm wearing red, it does not matter. It is okay to say that. And it is also okay to say that Vinny Jr. has been the best club player in world football. And it's also okay to say, just like my man Thierry Henry, and I'll share it with y'all after this, he said it, he failed at the Copa America. Vinny Jr. failed at the Copa America. You know where Vinny Jr. was when Brazil was knocked out? In the club suites with Stephen Ross and them. Watching Tua. That's what's going on. That's where he was. That's okay. And so we're gonna find out. It's all I heard. World Cup that separates Messi. We're gonna find out what it comes down to. Why I wanted to say two players are deserving of it. Who stand out above all? Lautaro's okay to be top five, and we all read that. But now we need to really get into
Chill
serious
out with that one.
conversations
I
about
don't like
what the
that one.
Ballon d'Or criteria is. I don't know the criteria for the Ballon d'Or.
It
I'm not
definitely
sure
involves
you
you
do, Brandon.
playing. Definitely
Yeah,
involves you playing
okay.
for Real Madrid, though.
I mean, so one,
You know what I'm
there
saying?
is, I mean, let's be obvious. There is no criteria. It's about who narrative fits the best on that
And
season.
that's the problem with
That's not
football.
true. That's not true.
What do you
If
mean
you
it's
think
not
so,
true?
if you think that's the case, then that'll be
I
No, no,
mean,
no.
hey, hey,
I only
Charles,
say that
Charles, Charles. If that's not the case, then Holland should have won it over Messi.
if
Then
what you're saying
then
is the case.
Ronaldo should have won it over Luca that year.
B, this is why you're 12. Let me explain this something to
I'm
you.
24, by the way.
12.
actually it's
This
24.
is
wild
true.
that you're literally double what he just said.
That's just the crap. I'm 24.
but yeah, but you're still 12. Carry on, Charles.
24, 24, my original hairline. I am cool.
Why would you have a fake hairline?
Hey, what's wrong with you?
This nigga
Too
is
much YouTube you're watching.
boy, boy.
I ain't gonna cap. Funny enough, the only thing on YouTube I watch is Outdoor Boys. Swear to God, it's the greatest content in the world.
See,
Look
Besides
at
that,
the
we're my bad. We're grown men. I'm sorry. I don't just sit around and watch YouTube. What were you saying? Like and subscribe.
sorry. We
that,
appreciate y'all. Braylon, it was a pleasure to see you. We can't wait till you watch football again. And we're not talking
man,
about what's happening in Houston, Texas, et cetera, et cetera. We hope you enjoy. First of all, enjoy our Clasico. It's gonna be phenomenal. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great TV, man. Just
y'all
one
missed
way.
y'all missed an elite clip, by the way. So Charles was looking off to the side, and ML was making his spew about Real Madrid. And Shingun throws a behind the back pass. I'm watching the game, and I absolutely chuck my glasses across the
No,
room.
I saw that. I saw
Y'all
that. I saw
completely
that.
ignored it, bro.
No, no,
Listen,
no.
we was
I
just
saw it. I just didn't want to acknowledge it.
we're
Y'all
locked
completely
in the
ignored
El
it.
Clasico. We're locked in. We just couldn't be
And I say,
disturbed.
Hold on,
Shoon,
you really
I
think your
swear
We
to
had a
big
good we
you
had a
God,
good
really hold on, you
show.
really think your big blue ass just jumped across the screen and nobody noticed?
I said, Shoon, that was the maddest I've been since
My niggas, man.